Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Sims 4 Every Trait Challenge. We have just now slept through the night, we are waking up hungry, we need a shower, we need to fix a toilet, we need to do all sorts of things. In addition to that, we also need to go and check on those plants. Now, I did look into it earlier and I realized lilies are a summertime plant, not a springtime plant, which does explain why that lily was not grown. So, that's fine. Let's not worry about that. But that is also good news for us because as you can see, we still don't have it. So let's go ahead and get started here. She's like very, very hungry, so I'm gonna actually have her immediately begin with cooking, even if we're not inspired. Doesn't really matter. It's a very small difference in the amount of experience she gets from it. Well, it might not actually be that small. I don't know. Fantastic. Okay, so gonna let her eat. We're gonna plop that in the fridge there. I'm sure some of our stuff is, I don't know, I mean, they last for a while. Let's see how long these meals that we've already cooked are gonna last. So 4 days, 4 days. Yeah, okay, so it looks like we are getting through those pretty quickly. I don't know. She's about to go research, and that is a pretty good use of your time, but that is not what we're going to get started with immediately. Let's go ahead, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have you repair this. Fantastic. Okay. Very, very good. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use magic on it. Scrubberoo. Get this thing nice and clean without any effort on our part. Perfect. However, it does still need to get flushed because she is disgusting. Very good. Okay. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and let's just max out the needs that we can. So we're going to have her use that. We're going to have her take a thoughtful shower. Let's get some paintings done real quick while needs are high and while we have inspiration. And then we're going to go out into the world and we are going to go and look for the Snapdragon. Okay, so let's see. She would have had inspiration if not for the fine +4 that she has going on here. However, because it's only a +4, let's see. We may actually be able to combat that. Let's go ahead and start on a classic painting. And yes, indeed. Okay, with the +1, +1, +1, and then these happy moods boosting inspired, we are able to overcome the fine +4. So that is very, very good for us. We are looking to view a piece of art and level up in the painting skill. Looks like leveling up is coming up pretty soon here. I'm going to go ahead and just sort of fast forward through some of these. I'm also going to skip over the part where I have her just look at this painting. Fantastic. Okay, so this last one, it was a surrealism painting because she had a whim to do that, and it just so happened that it was also a masterpiece. So that is fantastic. That is one of the 5 masterpieces that we needed to make. We also did level up in painting. We are now actually a good chunk of the way through level 8 in painting. That is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and sell this. That's going to get us a ton of money. Very, very good. All right, so since her needs are still high, let's go ahead and run over and grab that Snapdragon. Hopefully it's fully grown. And we can go ahead and check on the lily too, just in case I was wrong about that. So let's go over here. Fantastic. Okay, so back over here, take a look, and that's bluebells, that's Snapdragon, and it is not fully grown. Okay. That little sun down there scared me for a second. I was like, oh god, is it summer already? No, that's where the season is. That's where the weather is. Okay, well, anyway, since that is not actually fully grown yet, let's just go check on the lily. It should actually tell us for sure if we are right about the season that it's supposed to be in. So let's run over there, take a look, see if it does say summer. If it doesn't, and it does say spring, then I don't know what it was that I read online. But let's take a look at this little sad pile of dirt. Well, cool. Yeah, it doesn't say, because it is just a pile of dirt right now. So that really sucks, because we do need to have a lily, and I don't know where else they grow. And I don't know if we're gonna get that, because like we can wait until fall to get the snapdragon, that's fine, or we can just buy seeds. I think it may come in those sometimes, but it's gonna be a problem if we can't get this lily. And if it is in fact spring, then I don't really know what we're gonna do. I'm trying to think if there's like any other way to buy flowers, like any way that I can buy a lily, right? I don't know if there's a way to do that. Because we can go in here and we can buy flowers, right? Oh, we did that already though, didn't we? And we got daisies, we got bluebells, we got holly. We didn't get snapdragons, and we didn't get lilies. So I don't really know. Let me look into that real quick. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so fun fact, the starter flowers seed packet, it cannot possibly give us lilies or snapdragons. It can do bluebells, chrysanthemum, daisy, and holly. The lily can actually be gotten from the uncommon plants seed packet, which can be blackberry, bonsai buds, cherry, lily, rose, spinach, tomato, trash fruit, avocado, black beans, Christmas rose, snowdrop, coconut, pineapple, and taro root. There's a lot of things, but you have to unlock it. So if we go in here, activities, outdoor, we can look in here, and it is uncommon plants. You need to be level 7. By level 4, we can get these seasonal ones, and the seasonal ones do, in fact, Lily is in the summer one. This one. Lilies can be found in that one. And then Snapdragon can be found in the fall one. So if we can get to level 4 and level 5 of the gardening skill, we'll actually be able to get lilies and snapdragons that way, regardless of whether we found them in the world. So that's going to be a fantastic way to do that. The other thing too, though, is I did learn one other thing, and I want to try it. Very rarely over in the realm of magic, and I'm realizing now actually we don't need to do the traveling because we have this. So very rarely in the realm of magic world, one of the vendors can sell a death flower directly. So we're gonna head over there and we're gonna see if that's happening right now, because if it is, fantastic, right? You know, skip a whole step in that. Skip a lot of steps. So let's go over here, and I think they're closed for the night. Because it is 4 in the morning. What am I doing? I mean, we can always just, like, go over here and wait for them to open. Oh yeah, okay, they're open. Cool. Well, that's good. And, I mean, while we're here, we can also go ahead and, like, you know, get a wand and a broom and stuff. That might be fun. We'll get them for free if we level up in the... or rank up in magic, but let's go ahead and let's just buy potion ingredients. I'm not going to try to haggle. We don't have a charisma skill, and I think that's the one you need for it. So we're not even going to worry about that. We can get an apple here. I'm I mean, we really don't need an apple, right? We needed an apple and a cherry to get a pomegranate, but we have a pomegranate now. If we ever want an apple, we can just, like, either do the grocery shopping, or we can also just open up the fruits seeds. So we really don't need any of that. We can check back there later if we want to. Let's take a look here at the different brooms, see if there's one that we want. A magic mop, and the classic wood broom is pretty good. I do like a classic wood broom, right? That is fun. Do we want to do that? Let's do that. Absolutely. And very good. Okay, so should be in her inventory. Yes, it is. Gonna add that to the favorites. We are also going to set it as our preferred broom. Do we want to name it? What do we want to name it? Name thing. What do you want to rename this object? Oh, man. What's a good name? Guys, what's a name for a broom? I've never really thought about, like, what kinds of names do you give a broom? A broom. It's a broom. That's a broom. Always use brooms. Okay, let's go buy a wand. Now, I don't do a ton of magic stuff in this, but if I remember right... Oh, interesting. Tome of Plentiful Needs and Tome of Emotional Stability. Oh, we would need to rank up. Interesting. I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's just buy both of these. And what's this one? Teaches a reader a potion to unlock the power of romantic conversation. Interesting. We really don't need that. We're not a master. But here's the thing. Okay, here's what I'm thinking for buying multiple of these. Is that this is a really useful spell. And you can't use one sim to teach a spell to another sim, or at least if there is a way, I don't know of the way. So I really think, while we have this money here and while this one is being sold, why not buy maybe a couple copies, maybe 3 copies, use these to teach them to the different sims that we're going to be using in this playthrough, just so they have that extra leg up in just keeping everybody healthy, keeping them, sane, all of that stuff. Just keep everybody at the best they can be using magic. I mean, since we're already going to be a magic family, we may as well, really try. A skull familiar does sound pretty neat. Interesting. I was going to hold off on doing a familiar, but a skull sounds pretty good. I know we're spending so much money right now, and that kind of sucks. We're going to have to spend a lot of time painting. But, we have to spend a lot of time painting anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. And now we have an option between an ancient wood wand, a bone wand, and a marble wand. I mean, of these... Let's see. I mean, for the matriarch of the family, the beginning of this ancient bloodline, I think an ancient wood wand does make sense. It doesn't make so much sense right now. Although we could say, she scrounged this up from the garbage. That's pretty good, right? I like that. Let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so we're spending 875 simoleons on this, but, whatever. So, Tome of Emotional Stability. I don't think we are ready for that. We need to be neophyte, and we are not yet there. That's okay on that one. Let's go ahead and let's study one of these. Where did we go? Oh, we're over here. God, this takes a long time, huh? I didn't realize how long these really take. But that's okay. In the meantime, also, we are going to add that to our favorites. We are going to set it as our preferred wand. We're going to always use a wand. And... do we want to name this too? I mean, we weren't very creative with the broom. That's the thing. It's hard to name a wand. Like, I don't know. It's hard to name something like that. Unless you're like, you know, we could like go really like, we could start building some lore behind it and we could start really, really trying and getting a nice name. But the other thing is like, so far we haven't really been doing a lot of magic stuff, and so I just don't have anything in particular that makes sense to, yeah, there we go. Cool. So she has the Potion of Plentiful Needs. Perfect, just needs an apple. Now we do want that apple. Yeah, but we can just go ahead and get an apple from a seed packet. It's fine. But that is a really good reason to have some apples around. And then, of course, we'll have to practice alchemy. There's a whole thing to it. Oh, hey, guess what? You don't need to buy multiple. You don't need to buy multiple tomes. Okay. Let's sell those back. I mean, okay, they cost us like, what, 50? And we're selling them for 40? Not a big deal. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, let's go ahead and bind the familiar. Cranula is our familiar's name. Not changing that. Let's say hello to Cranula. Oh, and we also do have a Potion of Plentiful Needs. Nice. Okay. So, go in here, magic, familiars, summon familiar. Let's see Cranula. What does Cranula look like? Oh, I like Cranula. Hi, Cranula. God, that's good. Okay, fantastic. So, we've got a broom, we've got a wand, and then we did not even get the thing that we came here for and still managed to spend like 1,000 simoleons, so great. How's everybody in here doing? Let's see. I want to go and say hi to Morgan again. Try to console. Aw. Okay, let's go here just so we don't like steal Morgan to way out over there. And let's go ahead and try to console them. I wonder what's wrong. You can see we do move very fast now that we have that broom. That is going to be fantastic. Oh, Morgan is scared. Why is Morgan's... Oh, God, am I scared too now? From being screamed at? Oh, God. There's just a panic going on. Weird. Okay, let's go cloud gaze. Okay. Looks like we're not going to cloud gaze because Morgan is panicking, and I don't know why. Morgan, honey, what's going on? Morgan? You okay? Okay. Well, goodbye, because we're going to go home. Okay, let's see. Normally I do the zoom out and travel method, but I do just want... Wait. Who are you? Meilani Paola? You're not the Sage of Practical Magic. What happened to Simeon? Okay, I'm fascinated. What happened to Simeon? Did Simeon... When Simeon got a job, did he stop being the Sage of Practical Magic? Does it show up in here anywhere? Let's see. Okay, so biography, adult, snob, geek, unknown, blah, blah, blah. Would it show up if we go in here and look at Morgan? Okay, no, it wouldn't show up on this, so we can't tell from that. But considering the fact that that there's only one sage of each type at any given time. You know, here we have Elphaba, here we have Morgan Ember. It does lead me to believe that... Ooh, and which familiar is this? Snub-nosed leaf bat? Oh my. Oh my. Okay, wait. Squeaks. Let's just go and, like, take this. Did we... Wait. Okay. One sec. Before we, like, start talking to people. Did that work? Familiars. Summon familiar. We do have Squeaks now. There's Squeaks. That's fun. Okay, so we did just straight up steal that familiar. That's fantastic. Okay, but I want my magic skull back. Cranula, come back. Hey, Cranula. Cool. Alright, yeah, that's weird. Look at... Meilani Po... Okay, wait. Friendly introduction. I need to know more about you. I need to know everything about you. I need to know what you did with the other Sage of Practical Magic. Let's discuss interests. Okay, Meilani... Wait. Meilani Paoa. Meilani Paoa. Huh. I mean, clearly different Sims, just same name, but that is so bizarre. That is so bizarre. Oh my god. Okay, I want to know more about what happened to Simeon. So, let's go ahead and we're gonna go to Manage Worlds. We are gonna go ahead and just save here. Okay, so I did find him in a manner of speaking. He's just not in the world. He's homeless, which is the state of a lot of these Sims. Elphaba, Morgan Ember, both homeless in the way that the game programs them, right? They just literally don't have an on-screen home. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Hey, so, Editor Mabel here. So, I was going back through the footage while I was editing this episode, and I discovered, we do see Simeon in this episode. I'm gonna play that footage back for you. It'll be interesting to see, like, if Simeon moves in anywhere, if Simeon gets married to anyone. It's interesting that he, like, ended up disappearing, right? He's now a homeless Sim, so he'll show up to, like, events and things, but it's just implied that he lives somewhere else off screen. So, that's really weird that he just did that without being, like, married to anyone or moving into any place. I wonder what the deal is with that. Was it because he ended up getting a job? It may have been. Maybe our Sim asking him if he had, like, a real actual job pressured him into getting one? Maybe he was like, oh god, I don't actually have money, I've just been a Sage of Magic. Maybe he had a little bit of, like, a crisis about that, and maybe it's our fault. Okay, so that was fun. We got to talk to Morgan for a bit. Morgan does seem to be better and not scared anymore, and we're also not scared anymore, so that is fantastic. Let's go ahead and go home then. See, this is why I don't usually hit the go home button, because they just take so long to leave the lot, whereas you can instead just like scroll out and do the travel thing and get there instantly. So if you ever have a sim who's like starving to death or whatever out on a public lot, that's a fun trick to just sort of get them back home immediately. So our needs are still high, and we could absolutely, I mean, it kind of sucks that we have Masterful Painting still going here, but if we do go ahead and dismiss our familiar, which don't worry, it can come back, but if we dismiss our familiar, we'll stop getting the other confidence boost. We're going to lose that one. It's going to allow us to start getting inspired again. So we can go down here and we can start doing more classic paintings. So I think I am going to cut things here, and when we pick it back up, we're going to start doing some more painting, getting some more money, and I think it'll be time to do some more remodeling on the house. I think one of the first things I want to do is build up some money just to replace some of these appliances so that we don't have things breaking constantly. Really, the only things that we need to replace, I shouldn't even say appliances, really, because we're replacing furniture, right? So one of them is, plumbing here. We have the toilet we need to replace. This one has a very, very, very low reliability rating, so it's just gonna keep breaking. Also, it would be nice to replace this TV with something a little bit better. And then I also want to replace this bed, because this bed, I believe, does cause discomfort. I don't remember if I'm right about that, but yep, it is uncomfortable. So replacing that with a nice bed is going to be fantastic, and the stress relief and the discomfort relief as well are going to be a big, big plus. We're also going to go ahead and probably get ourselves a computer. That's going to help us with a whole bunch of different things, including ordering in a much better way, and also with gaining inspiration. Things are going to be a lot better once we start upgrading some of this furniture. And this house is going to start feeling a little nicer. Maybe we can actually get a nice living room in here, right? Get a nice rug in here, all sorts of nice, nice things. So, I will see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day.